Hi everyone, this is Billy. Welcome to Billy Holman Creations. Today I'm going to do something simple because I had made a second witch hat jar. And if you'd watched my witch hat jar video, we decorated this purple hatted one with florals on the inside. Now, I had extra resin when I was doing a pour on another project, so I went ahead and I don't know what I was thinking. I should have done a green pumpkin and a black hat, but I went vice versa. So this is just a plain jar that I have not done anything to, except I've sanded my edges to get all the sharp parts off. I sanded the bottom, and what you see here is resin dust. So the first thing I'm going to do is clean up this dust, and I'm just going to use alcohol, ibuprofen alcohol, and I'm just going to spray this and wipe it down. Now what we're going to do is just simply decorate this today. So it should not be a long video, I'm hoping, because once again, Billy's behind. I'm behind. This week has been very busy for me. My husband had his shoulder replacement surgery, so he's doing well. Now it's just a matter of healing up and helping him get around and do all those things he needs help with. So that's been keeping me busy, but all in all, he's on the mend. He has suffered with this shoulder for quite some time. He had surgery on it 20 years ago, and it just wore out. It finally just wore out. So let me give this another spritz. The little white specks you're seeing here are resin dust in the small bubbles that appeared when I poured this mold. But what's nice is they're only here on the bottom. They're not anywhere else. So we'll just clean this up a little bit. There's some in the door, little crevices of the door. And I'm going to need a Q-tip to get into this little section. So let me squirt this down. And when I sand, I go out and I use my Dremel. I do wear a mask because you don't want to inhale any of these resin dust particles. So that's one thing I'm always sure to do, is wear a mask. All right, well, I've dug out quite a few little knickknacks of this and that to see what we can use to decorate with, but I'm sure we're good to go. And the first thing I want to do, so I can have time to let it dry, is I'm going to put some white inside the windows here. Now, I've got white markers, but I don't think the tips are going to help me out that much. They're pretty big tips, so I am just going to take, and I know I just had one, a micro brush here, and my tester's white. Let's just get that done so it has time to dry, and we'll start with the hat. Just give this a good shake. I do love my tester's paint. Now this is an oil-based paint, so you need to clean it with, clean your brushes with, not acetate, what is the word I want? The word I want, of course, is, acetone, not acetate, acetone. Acetate's a paper. So I'm just gonna do these little windows real quick. And if I sound clogged up, I am. I don't know if it's the allergies or a cold, but I've got the sniffles. I did do an art fair last weekend and was outside for 3 days, so I imagine the dust in the air, because there was a big hayfield close by, got to me. we're just going to decorate this today. I do have some great news for me. I've been looking forward to this for a long time, but I am finally monetized with YouTube. So that to me is quite exciting. I'm not sure how I'm going to manage membership perks, but I have a few ideas. So I'll get back to you on those. That's going to drip everywhere. Look at that. So that's exciting. It's taken me 2 years to get to that point. I'm not fully monetized because I haven't hit 1,000 subscribers yet, but I am into the first steps of it. So I can have memberships. I can sell my products on YouTube or link my store to YouTube. Now I do have an eBay store. I haven't put a lot of handcrafted items on there, but I'm going to look into a new storefront that's called I Imagine, and all the proceeds to fees of that store go to children in the United States, to different children different aids for children. So I'm looking into that, and hopefully I can just keep going and proceed. So I hope you join me on this next part of my journey. And thank you everyone for your support. I really, truly appreciate you all. It really, really means a lot to me. So that's my news. And if I could just shake this runny nose, I'd be in great condition. There we are. 4 little windows, because when I put something in those windows, that's why I needed a white background. Yeah, I thought it would be a little difficult because this is, you know, it's not real black, but it's, I believe, the same color I mixed up for the cauldron. And I don't know what I was thinking when I did that pour, but I had a lot of extra resin. There's a spider web here, and I think I'm going to do a little silver on that. So let's put the white away. Get this right back in there. There we go. And put that aside. So I've dug out some glitter, some eyes, some Dollar Tree spider rings. I've got some little charms and another little bat. So we'll be trying to decorate this. Let's go to the hat. Now once again, when I poured this hat, the resin did not go right into the tip of this hat like the first one, so I just sanded off the sharp edges here so it's nice and clean. I do have a little bit of resin dust there. One little bubble. These little dents here I thought were bubbles, but I think they're actually a part of the mold. Sure is a cute mold, isn't it? All right, first things first. Now, what I want to do is I want to color the band of this hat. But I'm going to use glitter, but before we put the glitter on, and I have some fine orange glitter here from the dollar store, or the $1.25 store, I'm going to take my orange Sharpie and just color the lining or the outline of this hat band so the green doesn't show up so prominently underneath. We'll go ahead and just go around there. And I went over a little bit. I can't scrape that off. Okay, I have that done. Now, the buckle. Well, let's get the glitter on first before we talk about the buckle. Now, I did have a white piece of paper here. And we're going to take a brush. And I have some clear white glue here. Or I could use Elmer's school glue or whatever you have. And I'm just going to, see, that's dry. Yep, that's on there pretty good. I'm just going to take another little brush. This will work. It's been used, but it'll work. And I'm just going to get some glue right across the bend. Could have just left this alone, but Billy goes to the extremes sometimes. I think what I'm going to do after it's completely decorated is I'm just going to take a little bit of my polyurethane and brush over the paint that I've put on and the glittered areas just to keep it secure. Make sure it doesn't fall off. And I think we'll call that good. Get a little in there. All right, let's see what kind of mess I can make with the glitter now. This is just really fine Dollar Tree glitter. I don't have any other orange. I don't believe I have gold, which we could have done gold. But we're going to use a spider with the orange body, so we might as well just go for this. I have to find a container for the extra. See what we can do. All right. It's been a long time since I've done this with glitter. Oh my goodness. Let me get that hole bigger or opened. Comes out. There we go. It's very fine. My gosh, you can, it looks like little pieces of sand. May not look like enough or a lot, but if I get any kind of sparkle out of there, I'll be happy. Right? Need more glue on some spots. Like that. Let me open that again and just get a little more. Oh, I don't know if I like it. Bigger bits of glitter probably would have been nicer. But you never know what anything's going to end up like. I think. But if you have an idea, don't hesitate. Just go for it. Just go for it. Because sometimes what you think is not good, others adore it. That's like an artist who knows where their mistakes are. They know the mistakes, and it will probably bother them because it bothers me, but then someone else just looking would never know you've made a mistake or aren't happy with it, that's okay. Art is not intended to be perfect. That's something I need to get through my head, because I sometimes get too fussy. There. Just take a Q-tip. I could get a little brush. We're just going to wipe that excess off. That'll be fine. But I was never fond of orange. It was never one of my favorite colors. We're good there. Now, I'm going to have to put this aside and, pardon me, figure out where I'm going to, what little container I have to put this glitter in. Oh, let's see what's over here. I have a plastic cup for the time being. Let's just pour some in here. Oh, it's stuck together. Oh, that's got something in it. Didn't clean that plastic cup very well. Looked like it still had resin in it. There we go. One of these. That's what I'm thinking. Just one of those. Little plastic shot glasses. I get these from the dollar store too. I think you get 50 in a package. I'd like to get paper ones. Just use it what I have. Okay. For the time being, that's done. I might as well just put that away. I could set this on the paper. Why not? All right, while that's drying, let's think about a buckle. I could paint that buckle. But what I found, ta-da! I found a little buckle. I take off things. I don't know if I should leave it silver, paint it gold, just glue it on and see what happens. Maybe we'll just glue it on first, and then we can always, or I can always maybe decorate it. Or I should paint it black. Oh, here goes the questioning. Questioning my thoughts. I have a silver metallic pen. Let's see. These I got from Temu. These metallic coloring pens are really pretty. I know this won't be completely black, I don't think. Let's see what it looks like. Well, it's shiny, but this is shiny. I wonder how long that would dry, or if it would dry on here. Ooh, I like that. There we go. That looks better already, doesn't it? So I'll have to let that dry. We'll have to glue this little latch down. But it does fit right over that buckle. I found out. I had to bend it a little bit with some pliers. But still, might as well use it. Add a little recycling to this. So, I'm not sure how quickly that will dry, but I like it. See? I can't see real good. I'm not down real far. Let me hold on to this with something. But that looks better than the silver because it was pretty dull. Okay. Ta-da. Done. Done with that. I believe I'm done with this clear glue. Put that aside. Now, let's get a spider. There's two colors, the purple, which I put on the other house, and then the orange, So these are plastic rings. Just get my handy dandy nippers, or wire cutters, as some people say. I guess that's a proper word, but I think being Canadian, I call them nippers. That's what Dad used to call them anyway. I was thinking about my dad this month. He's been gone 11 years in September. Yeah. I can still hear him on the phone. Hi, Dad. He'd say, Bill, I need a haircut. I'm coming over. Okay. It was always a special time when you look back and think it was just special just to be able to sit there and chat with Dad when I give him a haircut. Okay, got the legs off of there. It looks pretty good. Now, if I recall, looking at the purple one, there's a flat area right about here. See, we could have done rhinestones for the buckle, but let's get the E6000 out. That's a good glue. I think I showed you before, my lid has a hole in it, so I always get this goober on top. So I have to get that rubber piece off first and go from there. It's garbage anyway. Just get a little on the paper. They have a E7000 now that I haven't tried. I think that's, from what I've seen, jewelry artists use it, so I imagine it's used quite a bit for making jewelry. But if I get this right, the butt can go on this hump, and then just glue a little bit of the leg down, like that. I can't remember if I used super glue or E6000 on this. The other one, not sure. It's a memory. It's a memory thing sometimes. I was talking to my doctor not too long ago about my pain meds for my back. And she says, oh, Billy, I don't want to change your prescription because I don't want you to get dementia. And I laughed to myself, well, I think I said to her, what? I already have that. What harm's it going to do to change my prescription? I mean, I think I've already got that. I guess that's part of aging. Let's just get some on the butt part here. And with the E6000, if it oozes out, not a problem, because you can just lift it right off and it'll peel right up from the resin. You know, if it oozes out, you can just get rid of it that way. Okay, I had to tape that down to make sure it would stay for a while. I was fumbling around with it. I don't like that orange, and I messed up right here. I kind of buggered it up and moved it around. It's not much of a sparkle. What else can we do? I guess I'll just wait till it dries and see what happens. Now I've got tape in the way of this buckle, possibly. Let me kind of move that right about there and cut that off. Let's just glue the buckle on. There, might have to glue it in place too. Let's see how that... I don't know, maybe I should wait because I'm not sure if I like this orange glitter. Let's just wait and see because I'm not happy with that part of it. Now, get the lid on here. Let's get to the little house. Little house. So cute. Let's paint the web. Now I've got one of those white markers, and maybe if I just highlight it in white, you'll be able to see it better. Try not to be in a hurry. My friend Shelley is coming today. She'll stay a couple of days. She's on her way to see her grandkids, and I'm the mid-stop because she's got a 5-hour drive getting here. Then another 3 to get to her son's place. So it's always nice that she stops over. Sometimes she stays just the night, sometimes a few days, sometimes a week. It's just great. We've been friends for over 40 years now, Shelley and I. One more right here. And that's it. There's a little spider web. See, that really brings it out. Nice. Now I'm just going to go with the brown pen and do the outline of the windowsills and the door. Oh, we've got to do the porch too. Front steps. I don't want to do them brown. Maybe I can do them silver. Yes, we'll do those silver. Let's just go for the door. Just get the whole thing. Now these pins, sometimes they take 2 coats. They don't grip right away. I found that out when I was putting them on the molds, or the inside of the molds at first. Once they dry, they're on there. Like I said, I'll do everything. Paint it just to be okay. Get that bit right there. Now I did find something to put on the step or beside the step because it has that little ledge to it. And on the other one, I used the little broom. Remember, I had that little rubber broom and that fit perfect. Well, I don't have a broom. I had the big one, but that wasn't going to work. I found, because I ordered some from Temu, these little skulls. And I think he will fit right on this lip right here, sort of at an angle. But I might want to take my, let's see, I might have to take my nail file, just sand a little bit of the side of his skull. I keep touching something's wet, but it's not that over there. I don't know. But let's just see. Oh, don't throw your old nail files away. They work pretty good for resin. I think my others are in the garage. But I just want to go over my trash can real quick. And there's a little piece of the skull. It's kind of in the way. I just want to sand it off. So this will be flat. I don't know what this is. I wonder if it's resin under here, but it's got a paint over top of these skulls. Oh my God, got enough off of there. I don't want to sand it too much because see, the white shows. Don't know the story behind that. Unless it's, I don't know what it is. I wanted to get that bottom off of there, but I don't want the white to show. See if I can nip a piece here. So, No, maybe not. Yeah, I got a little bit of it off of there. There we go. Oh, God, don't break it, Billy. It's not the side I want to show. Ah! Let's just call it good before I mess it up real bad. Don't want to mess it up real bad. See if I can get the rest of this super glue out of here. This is a time for the pliers to give it a good squeeze. So I want a little on the side of the head. Oops. No. A little bit, I said. The bottom. Whoop. I think that's good. I think we're good. It came out. I don't know what's on there. And we will just glue this bad boy right in here. Can you see me at an angle? Whoop. I'd have to tape him down too for the time being. Yeah, he had to go kind of cockeyed there. There. Believe me, he's snuggled right in now. Ah. All right, and Tony, I know you're watching, bless your heart, and I am going to put an eyeball on the doorknob, just for you. Okay? Let's find an orange one. I don't know. Got these from Amazon quite a while ago. Don't know my centimeters very well, and I thought they'd be bigger than this, but they're not. That's got a little orange to it. Oh, there's one. Yellowish orange, maybe. A little. Oh! I don't know what kind of eyes they're supposed to be. Dinosaur eyes? Snake eyes? No. Some look like they've got, you know, sliced eyes like a snake would be, but some of them are round. Most of them are round. Trying to move the little guy. Hey, he's holding on. He's holding his own. Okay. Might as well. I have the glue out. Let's find a pair of tweezers so I can hold on to this little bugger, maybe. Yeah, I can. Let's just put a dollop right on the door. There's a little round circle there. There. Perfect. For a doorknob. And we're gonna... Ooh, yes. Creepy. Creepy, creepy. All right. Ta-da! I'm not quite done with the glue, but let me show you what else I had that I was going to try to put in the windows. Now, these are nail polish nail stickers. They're very tiny. But there's little X's of blood on this one. Little blobs of blood. I think the X's might fit in the bit of the doorway, or not the doorway, the windows. I was looking at something else. Where did it go? Those little creepy black widows. They're kind of fun. This one's got bigger ones, and the hands. There we go. I don't know if you can see that tiny, tiny little hand right there I was wanting to put in a window. Yes, tiny little hands. But then again, I thought about putting these skull charms, you know, cut that whole piece off and then put those on there, but that's still wet. So I think I'll let all of this dry for a while and come back to it. Has your hands ever do that? Look at my fingers are stuck right there. My fingers are just stuck right like that. Like all of a sudden they go into this crazy situation where I have to, oh my God, what is that? There, don't know what that's all about. It's been happening lately. Aside from that. Okay, I'm going to let these dry. All we really need to do is finish the windows, hope the spider sticks, glue on the bat, and maybe doctor up this glitter because I don't like it that well. I really don't. Not sure what to do. Paint over it. Might have to paint over it. Anyway, till this is dry, I'll see you in a little bit. Take good care. Bye. Well, everything's dry now, and there's just a couple more things I need to do. I may put a little more orange glitter on the rim of this hat because it looks rather sloppy. I've missed some places, so I need to add to that, but I can do that off camera. And I've decided not to use this buckle. Instead, I think what I'm going to use for the buckle is this skull, this charm. So first of all, I'm going to take my nippers and cut this hanger off of it. That comes off pretty easy. Just give it a good nip, except I don't want to bend the bone there. The bone's kind of in the way, but we'll get that off. It just went flying. Okay, maybe a little bit here. I might take a file to that. See if I can file that down a little bit so it's not poking out. There, that's better. Now, what we're going to do is just glue that on about there. I think that'll work. So let me see if I can't just go around the edges here. Get my squeezer. Clean that off. Squeeze a little bit of glue right on the rim. It's not much to have it hold with, but it's super glue. It's supposed to adhere everything, so we'll see. Just go around the edges with a nice bead of glue. And we will stick that right there. I can get right in the center of that. That will hold. Yes, it will if I give it a second. I want to move it over a little bit. Like that. We press. Shouldn't take but a couple seconds. Stay on there. Do you talk to your artwork? I do. I tend to talk to it, but I want it over right about there. Oh, I talk to it, I talk to myself, I talk to my plants, talk to the trees, talk. Don't know who hears me. Huh. All right, that's there. The spider is set in, and that's going to look pretty good. All we need to add to the hat is our little bat. No, I couldn't find the mold to this on eBay. There's a similar mold, but it's not quite the same. But I'll look again at the same company and see if I can't find the mold for these little bats. And we're just going to stick him off to the side like that with the super glue. Squeeze. Right in the middle of the body. Now I didn't add eyes to these bats. They're pretty darn small. So I didn't add that white speck. I just have to go without it. So I'm going to take a second and find a spot and hold that there. There, I think that's going to stay. So basically, there's your hat. All done. Now, final little touch is to get these stickers. These are tiny. My X-Acto knife, and I want to find, which one was it? The one with the little hands. There's a tiny little hand right here. So I can't pick that off. Get a grip of that. My blade needs a new tip. And I'm going to take that little hand. Come on. Ooh, boy, that's little. And I'm going to take the very edge of this off because that'll make it too big. There we go. And we're just going to put this right in the window. There, does it look like a hand? Yes, it does. I need to press that down. You'd have to look real close to realize that's a hand in the window. But I don't know if you can see very well. There's a hand. And maybe we'll find the little X. There's little X's here. Put that in the window. That should fit okay. Just put that down here. Oh, come on, you. I don't want to scratch the paint. Can I get it off of the tip? Oh, it's on there too tight. It's sticking. It's sticking. I'll get a little tiny piece of it on there. Don't do that to me. Did you see it? It just flipped over. Try again. Third time's a charm, eh? Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. See that in the window. Just push that down. Oh, that's cute. They're so small. You think two's enough? Let's go to the other side. There's little bats, but I don't think those are a little too big. Could do a blood splat. Let's do a blood splat on the first one we just did because we do things in threes. Yeah. All right, pardon me. Here we go. Here we go. We're just going to press him down. There's a pumpkin in the window, a bat, bloody hands, eyeball stuck, our skull is stuck, and okay, there we are. Get that in correctly, and we have a really cute decorated witch pumpkin house. Okay, I'll take some stills, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take good care of yourselves. I'm sending big hugs. Bye.